Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your CodeMechanic here. Today, we're diving into something super important, but often overlooked. Keeping your diagnostic tools up to date. You've got this powerful scanner or tablet, right? But if you're not updating its firmware and software, you're basically leaving horsepower on the table. New car models come out every year with new systems and new codes. Without the latest updates, your expensive tool might not be able to talk to that brand new car in your bay. Or even worse, it could give you inaccurate data on an older one. So, let's get into how to keep your gear in top shape. First up, the easiest method by far, Wi-Fi updates. Most modern diagnostic tablets are designed to be as simple as your smartphone. The first thing you should do when you get a new tool is connect it to your shop as Wi-Fi. Seriously, don't skip this step. Once you're online, head into the settings or look for an update or upgrade icon right on the home screen. The tool will automatically check for the latest software versions from the manufacturer. Just tap download, let it do its thing, and you're good to go. I recommend checking for updates at least once a month. Some brands even push notifications when a critical update is available. The biggest advantage here is convenience. No cables, no computers, just a few taps. Now, what if your tool doesn't have Wi-Fi? Or what if you're working in a spot with a terrible connection? This is where SD cards or USB drives come into play. Many handheld scanners and some older tablets use this method. The process usually involves going to the manufacturer's official website on a computer. You'll navigate to their support or downloads page. Find your specific model and download the update file. It'll likely be a compressed file, like a zip file. Once downloaded, you'll transfer this file onto an SD card or a USB drive. Then, you plug that card or drive into your diagnostic tool. There will be an option in the Tools menu, something like Update from SD card. Select it, and the tool will install the new software from the card. It's a bit more hands-on, but it's a rock-solid method. Let's also talk about app support, especially for those of you using OBD2 dongles that connect to your smartphone or tablet. In this case, there are two updates you need to worry about. First is the firmware on the dongle itself. This is usually handled through the app. When you connect a dongle, the app will tell you if a firmware update is available and guide you through the process. The second, and more frequent, update is the app itself. This is just like updating any other app on your phone. Go to the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, find the app, and hit update. These app updates are crucial because they not only add new features and vehicle coverage, but also fix bugs and improve stability. Always run the latest version of the app for the best performance. Of course, updates don't always go smoothly. Let's talk about some common errors and how to fix them. The most frequent issue is a failed update. This often happens because of an unstable internet connection or a power interruption. If you're updating over Wi-Fi, make sure you have a strong, stable signal. Don't try to update using your phone's spotty hotspot while sitting in a car. And always make sure your tool is plugged in or has at least 80% battery life. An update getting cut off midway can sometimes brick the device, so you definitely want to avoid that. Another common problem is not enough storage. Update files can be huge, especially the ones that add a whole year's worth of new car models. Before you start a big update, check your tool's available storage. If it's low, you might need to delete old diagnostic reports or other non-essential files. Some tools even let you manage which car manufacturer data you want to keep. If you only work on domestic vehicles, you might not need the data for every European brand. Clearing that out can free up a ton of space. Finally, what if an update seems to make things worse? It's rare, but it happens. Maybe a new feature is buggy, or it removes a function you liked. Your first step should be to contact the manufacturer's technical support. They are the experts on their product and can often provide a patch or a solution. Some brands even have user forums where you can find help from other technicians who might have faced the same issue. And as a last resort, some tools have an option to revert to a previous software version. This should be your final option, but it's good to know it might be there if you need it. So, there you have it. Keeping your diagnostic tools updated is just as important as keeping your wrenches clean. It ensures accuracy, expands your capabilities, and protects your investment, whether it's through Wi-Fi, an SD card, or an app. Make it a regular part of your routine. You'll be a more effective and efficient technician for it. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you found this helpful, give that like button a tap and subscribe for more tips. See you in the next one.